Spurred on by miracle rescues yesterday, search teams are continuing to look for survivors nearly a week after China's earthquake. More than 2,000 people are now known to have died in the disaster on the mountainous Tibetan plateau. Some 12,000 others were injured in last Wednesday's powerful quake, its epicenter in Yushu County. As hopes dwindled that anyone could still be alive, 3 people were plucked from the rubble, among them an elderly woman and a 4-year-old girl. With aid deliveries at the mercy of deteriorating weather conditions, the plight of survivors is precarious. The loved ones they've lost will be formally remembered a week on, with Wednesday designated a day of mourning. National flags in China will fly at half-mast and public entertainment will be curtailed. What many here want is for the exiled Dalai Lama to be allowed to come and comfort them as he's requested. It's a request not granted by Chinese authorities, who see him as a separatist threat. The recession in Russia is over, according to Vladimir Putin, who's delivered his annual report to the lower house of parliament. The Prime Minister likes to project a healthy image, but he was visibly ill, addressing members of the Duma with a trembling voice and regular coughing. He admitted the economic situation was far from ideal. I'd like to reiterate how important it is for everyone, not only the government, but everyone in this room today, to maintain a responsible economic policy and avoid holding our hand out to anyone. So borrowing is not the way forward for Russia's most popular politician, whose 8 years as its president were marked by an energy-fueled boom. He became prime minister only months before the world economic downturn struck, hitting Russia hard. In a sign of confidence, he predicted economic growth could exceed the official forecast of 3.1% in 2010. But Putin was silent on the strengthening ruble, which some say poses the biggest single threat to boosting Russia's growth. In brief, Croatia has arrested a genocide suspect wanted by Bosnia. Frank Kosh, a native Slovenian, is accused of taking part in the 1995 Srebrenica massacre. 8,000 Muslim men and boys were killed after Bosnian Serb forces seized the UN-protected enclave. Indicted for genocide, their military chief Ratko Mladic remains on the run. A rail crash in Rome has left dozens of people injured. An investigation is underway into the accident at a station in a northern suburb of the Italian capital. It was initially reported a commuter train had run into a train that was stationary on the platform. None of the injuries are serious. And poor weather delayed its descent, but volcanic ash from Iceland was not an issue for the US space shuttle as it landed safely in Florida. Discovery was returning from a 10-day stay at the International Space Station. NASA has just 3 further shuttle missions scheduled before the fleet is retired.